No one anticipated this. Mendeecees' pillar of support, Yandy Smith, is suddenly embroiled in a controversy that has the potential to blow her life away. Rumors of private phone conversations, covert meetings, and an unexpected man are circulating like wildfire. When did Mendeecees learn about it? He was enraged beyond belief. According to insiders, Yandy has been having an affair behind Mendeecees' back for several months. Mysterious disappearances, late-night texts, and cryptic social media posts were all warning flags. Now, though, at last, the truth is emerging. What's the worst? Yandy's associate is not just any dude. His past has the potential to ruin everything she has worked so hard to achieve. Fans are shocked, friends are picking sides, and Mendeecees is demanding answers. Is this betrayal at its worst? Or is the story more complicated than it first appears? This isn't simply another rumor, that much is certain. Scandals like this one have the power to alter everything. And the connection between Yandy and Mendeecees might never be the same after this is over. Mendeecees Harris and Yandy Smith have been one of the most talked about couples in the hip-hop and reality TV industries for a long time. Their love journey has been anything but typical, from their extravagant wedding to their tragic hardships. Through controversy after scandal, fans have witnessed them quarrel, make amends, and stand by one another. However, this time, the situation has changed. Yandy has always been protected by Mendeecees. He made it clear that his family comes first after battling to restore his life after serving time in prison. He has talked on trust, loyalty, and his inability to put up with betrayal. And that's precisely why he's furious over this most recent news. In contrast, Yandy has established a solid reputation for being self-reliant, robust, and astute. She is a boss in addition to being a reality star. She has patiently dealt with Mendeecees' background, protected his reputation when others sought to discredit him, and supported him when others would have turned their backs on him. However, something has changed in spite of everything they have experienced. Fans became aware of the flaws within the last few months. Little things like Yandy attending parties alone himself, cryptic Instagram postings that suggested problems, and a discernible change in Mendeecees' demeanor were the beginning of it all. Although the pair always presented a united face, there were rumors that things were difficult behind the scenes. After that, Mendeecees made a comment a few weeks ago that shocked social media. He posted on Instagram saying, "I don't believe in wasting my time. I promise you that I will discover if I am being played." Fans sensed something was off at that point. People began to wonder if he was discussing business, a strained friendship, or was Yandy involved? When Yandy wrote a mysterious message of her own, the rumors only became more intense. It's preferable to keep some things to yourself. Simply observe. People began to wonder what she was talking about right away. Was paradise troubled? Before the disclosures began, it appeared to be just another instance of mind games on social media. Hints regarding Yandy's covert contacts with an unidentified man started to surface from anonymous sources. She was photographed eating dinner with someone who was most clearly not Mendeecees at a remote location. Then, a leaked screenshot of a purported text exchange in which Yandy appeared to be planning arrangements late at night was the biggest surprise of all. Fans initially didn't believe it. Yandy had never held back while expressing her affection for Mendeecees. Why would she put everything on the line now? However, Mendeecees unfollowed her after that. The internet took off at that point. Since Mendeecees had never been the kind to share details of his private life on the internet, why did he unfollow Yandy? That was enormous. People began guessing right away. Had he discovered the truth? Was he simply misinterpreting things, or had Yandy truly deceived him? Mendeecees fell silent as the rumors continued to circulate. Complete quiet, no explanation, no denial. But his latest interviews and the expression on his face, utter rage. He has reportedly been incensed, demanding explanations, and refusing to accept this, according to people close to him. Who is this mysterious man? That is the key question now. More significantly, how far along is this? Because insiders claim that this is more than just a casual friendship. This is far more profound. And when did Mendeecees learn? Everything was different. Mendeecees had always felt that Yandy and him could not be separated. They had already experienced a great deal of drama, including innumerable rumors, betrayals, and even court cases, but they had stayed strong, or so he believed, because it felt different this time. Mendeecees had observed minor behavioral shifts in Yandy for weeks. She was avoiding inquiries about her whereabouts, staying out later, and making private phone calls. She was aloof, covert. Not the same. Additionally, Mendeecees always had an excuse when she attempted to bring it up. It's merely business. You're overanalyzing the situation. I would never do that to you, you know. However, something wasn't adding up in the back of mind. Then it occurred. Mendeecees was deeply shaken by a message he received. He initially believed it to be a practical joke, someone attempting to create a commotion. However, his stomach fell when he opened the attached picture. Yandy was the one, sitting at a fancy restaurant across from an unidentified man. Their body language, the intimate environment, and the low lighting? Too cozy. Mendeecees' thoughts were racing. What the devil is this? Why is she keeping this information from me? What gives the impression that they are more than just friends? He zoomed in on the picture, his heart racing, looking for any indication that this was all a misunderstanding. It might have been a business meeting. This might have been nothing. It wasn't insignificant, though, the way Yandy leaned in, the way she smiled at this man, the way their hands nearly touched across the table. Mendeecees received a second message, as if fate wants to further twist the knife. It wasn't just a photo this time. It was a screen grab, leaked communications, private messages, and he boiled at what he read. Yandy, you are always on my mind. Mystery man, exactly the same. You've been sorely missed. Yandy, I had a great night. This isn't going to end. Don't let it then, mystery man. Yandy, I just need time to figure things out. What does it mean? Mendeecees shut down his phone. His thoughts were racing. His heart was pounding. This was more than a rumor. This wasn't merely conjecture. This actually happened. He had been missiled by Yandy. Behind his back, she had been moving stealthily. Worst of all, she had a strong emotional bond with this man. This was no casual liaison. This was not a pointless exercise. It was a personal matter. Mendeecees experienced the worst kind of betrayal for the first time in years. The internet then learned about it. Like wildfire, the leaked communications proliferated. The fans were stunned. Some were unconvinced and defended Yandy no matter what. Others? For weeks, they had been suspecting something. I had a feeling something was wrong. For the past minute, she has been acting differently. Yandy would never do this. It must be a fake. Mendeecees must leave her immediately if this is the case. I need time to figure things out, she actually said. No, that's crazy. However, the most shocking revelation was still to come. Because the mystery man's identity was made public just when everyone believed they had all the answers. It wasn't just any old person either. It was a former acquaintance of Yandy's. Mendeecees never anticipated this person. Someone he had thought of as a friend. Mendeecees lost it when he saw the name. This was a setup, not merely a betrayal on Yandy's part. Long before Mendeecees was ever involved, the mysterious man had a past relationship with Yandy and was a ghost from their past. A man who had once been Mendeecees' close friend. And now, he had returned. In Yandy's life again. Back in her embrace. Back where he was. Mendeecees didn't mince words. He wrote a mysterious yet impactful remark on social media right away. Loyalty is crucial. Betrayal? Inexcusable. That was all that was required. The internet took off. It was immediately clear to fans that Mendeecees was referring to Yandy. However, the fact that he was also denouncing treachery, that implied that this was more than a straightforward split. It was war. According to people close to the couple, Mendeecees was incensed. He was seeking retribution, not simply sadness. He was calling, requesting information, and threatening to reveal everything. Yandy too? She said nothing. Nothing to say. No explanations. Don't deny. This only led others to assume the worst. The last twist then appeared, because a recent story that was revealed claims that Yandy and the unidentified man had been meeting for months, long before the initial rumors began. Mendeecees was aware of the changes long before they did, long before anyone had any suspicions, which meant this was not an error. This was nothing new. It was an affair. Mendeecees believed he had reached his lowest point when yet another shocking revelation was made. Yandy's past was not the only connection to the mysterious man. There remained unresolved business between him and Mendeecees, someone who has been holding out for the ideal opportunity to re-enter Yandy's life. And now, the time has finally arrived. Mendeecees had to decide whether to fight back and ensure that the world knew exactly what was going on behind closed doors, or to just walk away and let this go. Do you know Mendeecees, though? He had no intention of surrendering easily, because this is only the beginning, according to people close to him. What if Yandy believed that this was the end? She was completely mistaken. The drama reached a new level just when it looked like things couldn't get much worse. Mendeecees' mysterious post and Yandy's dubious messages with her new mystery lover had already caused a stir on social media. While the media was in a frenzy and fans were guessing, the narrative was far from finished. Something unexpected happened late one evening. An unquestionable video that was posted online proved that Yandy had been meeting up with this unidentified man in private. Yandy and the man were spotted leaving a hotel together in broad daylight, and it was plain from the video that they were more than simply pals. There were no shaky or blurry faces. As though nothing else mattered, they were walking side by side, grinning and laughing. The internet went completely crazy when the video showed them holding hands. Twitter was inundated with replies in a matter of minutes. "This is unbelievable. Is Yandy really moving like this out here?" No, Mendeecees is worthy of better. He's been being played for a fool by her. They are always the ones that pretend to be innocent. Sama. However, the fact that the tape was purportedly released by someone close to Yandy just served to heighten the shock of the scenario. There were rumors that this was an inside job rather than just some haphazard paparazzi footage. Someone wants to make sure that this film was released to the public at the worst possible moment. In addition to confirming the rumors, the released video made them more intense. Instead of asking, "Is Yandy truly seeing someone else?" to "Yandy was caught in the act." After this, it was no longer possible to deny the link. The reaction was immediate. Yandy received a barrage of hateful and supportive remarks on social media, and the responses were harsh. Those who had previously supported her were suddenly abandoning her, accusing her of betraying Mendeecees and exposing her as a hypocrite. However, the greatest surprise of all was still to come. Mendeecees spoke up while fans were busy analyzing the leaked video. In a startling turn of events, Mendeecees responded on Instagram with a brief but impactful comment that spoke a lot without saying much. He wrote in his post, "Loyalty above all else." Some individuals overlook that. Just that one sentence was enough to rock the entertainment industry. Mendeecees was finally addressing the matter with this cryptic remark after remaining silent for too long. He was obviously enraged and determined not to let Yandy get away with this easily. Fans and followers began making connections as soon as the post went viral. Although Mendeecees' statements were ambiguous, it was obvious that he felt deceived and was prepared to share his private problems. However, it was still unclear how much he actually knew. What would come next? Another bombshell was released before the internet could recover. Unexpectedly, a second video appeared, but it wasn't of Yandy. Mendeecees was the subject. He was seen in the video arguing angrily with a woman who wasn't Yandy. The audio wasn't clear, but the body language conveyed that they were fighting, and it was ugly, as they stood outside a nightclub. A fresh round of controversy was triggered by the footage. This woman was who? Did Mendeecees also cheat? All of a sudden, the story was about both of them, not just Yandy's supposed adultery. The scene grew increasingly chaotic as the revelations continued to come in. More information was leaked by insiders who said that Mendeecees had previously been spotted with this unidentified woman. One source claims that it's obvious that there's something going on between them because they've been spotted together several times. The web was in flames. Supporters were caught between criticizing Mendeecees for his suspected double life and standing up for him. The story was no longer straightforward. It had become a full-fledged scandal with no apparent end in sight. There were yet more twists and turns to come. Yandy made a startling decision by going live on Instagram to openly address the issue. She was visibly agitated yet determined to correct the record as she sat in front of the camera. "I've been silent long enough," she said, her voice trembling a little. "However, you must realize that every narrative has two sides, and you are only hearing one of them." Despite her enigmatic remarks, Yandy made it apparent that more was happening behind the scenes than anyone was aware of. She implied that Mendeecees wasn't innocent, but she didn't explicitly refute the accusations. She went on, "I've sacrificed a lot and been faithful for years, but you have to prioritize yourself eventually. Neither he nor I are flawless." Yandy concluded her live broadcast with that, leaving viewers with more questions than answers. Did she acknowledge having an affair? Or was she attempting to place Mendeecees at fault? It seemed unlikely that the drama would abate anytime soon, as it had already reached a boiling point. The public feud between Yandy and Mendeecees showed no signs of abating, as the internet continued to conjecture. Both sides were playing their cards cautiously because the issue had gotten out of hand, and they knew that their next move might either rescue or ruin their reputations. After Yandy posted a mysterious Instagram live, the internet went crazy. Everyone was split by the manner she avoided responsibility while implying that Mendeecees wasn't innocent. After everything Mendeecees reportedly caused her, some admirers trusted her and said she had every right to move on. Others didn't believe it and criticized her for being caught red-handed on that hotel footage while playing the victim. Then, however, something much more significant occurred. When the story was picked up by major celebrity gossip sites like Hollywood Unlocked and The Shade Room, the true firestorm started. One post from The Shade Room had two side-by-side videos. One showed Mendeecees arguing angrily with another lady outside a club, while the other showed Yandy leaving the hotel with the unidentified male. The caption, "Who is the actual PRBLEM?" Did Mendeecees cause this situation initially, even if Yandy was found with her new man? The comments area descended into anarchy. Yandy was defended by some, who said, others wrote, "No." Yandy got caught in 4K, stop making excuses for her. Others also said, "Yandy bein' done with Mendeecees. Let her live." With one widely shared comment saying, "Mendeecees been outside. He just mad Yandy finally doing her own thing." Many were quick to blame both parties. At the same time, Hollywood Unlocked revealed yet another shocking revelation. Mendeecees was going to appear on a major podcast to explain his side of the story. This was enormous. According to insiders, Mendeecees intended to reveal every detail of his relationship with Yandy, not simply discuss the cheating accusations. An unidentified source revealed, "Mendeecees is done protecting Yandy. He is prepared to reveal all of his secrets. A man will drag you through hell, and when you finally move on, he'll act like you did him dirty." Yandy responded to this news in the most surprising way possible, like a dubious tweet. LOL. Supporters interpreted it right away as proof that Yandy was finished being kind. The members of the Love and Hip Hop cast were unable to remain silent any longer. "Some men just can't take it when the tables turn," tweeted Erica Mena, who has experienced her own share of public relations controversy. Lil Scrappy's ex-girlfriend Bambi wrote on Instagram, "Are you surprised? Mendeecees have been acting strangely. Let's not pretend to be brand new." Then, in an Instagram live, Scrappy's mother, Mama D, went all out on Yandy. "I told you all that Yandy wasn't innocent, child. That girl is a long-term planner. See how this plays out." It was evident that the entire business was following this development as if it were a soap opera. Then came podcasters and radio hosts. Mendeecees needed to take responsibility for his role in the issue, according to DJ Envy and Charlamagne tha God, who discussed the drama on The Breakfast Club. On his show, Joe Budden chimed in and disparaged Yandy, saying she had been plotting her next move for months. Do you truly believe Yandy was caught by chance? Fans were divided over Yandy and Mendeecees' mind games, so it wasn't an accident. Sis had been preparing the groundwork for this plot. Supporters of Team Yandy believed she was simply regaining her joy. She doesn't need to explain anything to anyone. I need Yandy to start dropping receipts. Mendeecees cheated for years. Yandy finally got tired and moved on. Sis expose him. How about Team Mendeecees? They were not going to let her get away with it. There is no justification. She cheated, plain and simple. Mendeecees aren't flawless, but Yandy is acting inappropriately. She's playing the victim, and you guys are taking it very personally. With hashtags like #YandyExposed and #Mendeecees trending for hours, Twitter turned into a battlefield. In an attempt to expose the person who had been lying for years, some fans even began looking through old love and hip-hop videos. Twitter was inundated with memes that likened Yandy's predicament to historical scandals. This is giving Beyoncé and Jay-Z drama, but if Solange was exposing both of them? Read one of the most popular tweets. It was insane when Mendeecees appeared in another meme with the statement, "Men love being players until the game plays them." And just when it appeared that things couldn't get much worse, a third startling revelation completely altered the course of events. Because Yandy's mysterious man was finally identified late that evening. And who was he? Was the most significant twist to date. Discussions, responses, and constant conjecture on Yandy's purported affair were already raging on the internet. However, nothing at all could have prepared supporters for what was about to happen, because Yandy's mysterious man's identity was finally revealed. It began with murmurs at first. According to certain gossip blogs, they have insider information that identify the man. However, a viral TikTok user who is known for exposing significant celebrity controversies subsequently posted a side-by-side image comparison that shocked social media. And the internet went crazy as soon as fans saw it. Because this was no ordinary man. This was no unassuming businessman or unidentified romantic interest. Mendeecees had a close relationship with Yandy's secret man, an old business associate, a friend from childhood. Mendeecees had once put all of her trust in this man. What's his name? Marcus Green, that is. That name should sound familiar if it does. Marcus wasn't just any former friend. He was the one who, years ago, had a serious argument with Mendeecees about money issues that were never properly addressed. However, rumors had long circulated that Mendeecees and Marcus had a deeper animosity than just business. Unverified rumors circulated that Marcus had accused Mendeecees of defrauding him of his opportunities, driving him out of the business, and betraying him. And now, Marcus appeared to have just received the ultimate retribution. The fans went crazy. This isn't just cheating, it's war. Whoa, this is crazy. Yandy really with Mendeecees in any? Twitter erupted with the comment, "Mendeecees must be losing his mind right now." Prominent gossip websites began to cover it. It was impossible to overlook the betrayal. Then, without warning, Mendeecees did something that nobody had anticipated. He went live. Mendeecees spoke up for the first time since the story began. More than 100,000 people joined right away when he went live on Instagram. Everyone, including bloggers, celebrities, and fans, was curious to see his reaction. He remained silent at first. All he did was look at the camera. His energy was controlled and his face was unreadable. However, his eyes, there was anger in them. Then at last he spoke something. "I'm going to say this once and only once. You guys have no idea what's actually happening." That was all that was required. The comments section went crazy. People pleaded for clarification. Some accused him of attempting to shift blame, while others urged him to speak the truth. However, it was obvious that Mendeecees would not take this lying down. Then came the most shocking revelation of all. Mendeecees said, "I got receipts," while staring directly into the camera. "And when I let them go, the world will witness Yandy's true identity." Then, without warning, he terminated the live. The fans were shaken. What was meant by Mendeecees? Which receipts were he referring to? Was there something even more significant going on in the background? There was no doubt that this affair was far from done. Mendeecees wasn't merely injured for that reason. He was looking for, and if he had evidence at all, Yandy may never get her reputation back. Aim for the future. This drama is only beginning, and I promise you won't want to miss what comes next. Yandy might be done for good if Mendeecees is pledged to drop receipts that could alter everything turns out to be accurate. However, what are your thoughts? Was this a premeditated attempt to ruin Mendeecees, or was Yandy simply going about her life? And do you think Mendeecees has solid evidence that could reveal Yandy's secrets? This scandal is becoming more bizarre by the moment, so please share your thoughts in the comments section below. If you want to see future updates on this exciting story, be sure to use the like button. You already know that more stunning disclosures are coming, so if you haven't already, subscribe and enable notifications to ensure you don't miss a single twist. Believe me, you will want to be here for every update because this is far from over. Keep an eye out.